Hi guys, so today's video is just going to be an updated like drugstore affordable makeup favorite products. I don't know. You know what I'm getting at. I did one last year, like last summer sometime I think, and a lot of people seemed to like it, and I'm hoping that it was helpful to a lot of people. And I've discovered a lot of new things, and a lot of my tastes have changed since then. Obviously, there's been a lot of new products that have been put on the market since then, so I wanted to do like an updated one and let you guys know what I was loving most for this year. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with that. I don't have anything really in any particular order, so I'll just kind of start grabbing stuff. I guess I'll start with face stuff. I'm not a huge fan of drugstore foundations or BB creams or concealers. I just haven't had a lot of luck with them, but I really am impressed with the L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB cream. My shade is Fair, and basically this stuff just comes out white, and it kind of has like little skin colored beads in it, and you just like work it into your face. I wouldn't suggest applying this with a brush because it doesn't really work the product in, so it kind of will still look a little bit white if you use a brush. So I just use my hands, which I don't normally do for foundation and BB creams, but with that one I would suggest it. I just really like it. I don't know, it covers pretty well. I'd say it's between a light to medium coverage. It actually stays pretty matte. It's not like a flat, gross looking matte, but it's not shiny, it doesn't get dewy, it controls oil actually really well. I get pretty oily in the T-zone. I have combo dry and oily skin, but it seems to control the oiliness in my T-zone, but it also doesn't seem to latch on to my dry patches or anything like that. So I really have been enjoying this. It's a little expensive. It's kind of like, I think it's $10 or $11, but obviously not that bad compared to a high-end or even a medium range BB cream, so it's not too bad. I would definitely suggest picking that up though. Also, for my face, this is by Hard Candy, and this is a blush. It looks like this. It's called Honeymoon, and this is just a baked blush. As you can see, it's got like the dome shape, and it's pink, and it's got like some purple, mostly purple veining in it. And that's what it looks like on my hand. The reason I like this so much is because it actually doubles as a highlighter for me. I use a brush, and I think I did this in a video recently. I think it was my smoky eye video. I don't remember. But I use it as a blush, and I kind of will use it down here. I don't have it on today, but I'll use it down here, and I'll work the brush upwards a little bit, and it's strange because it looks pink down in through here where like the shadow is, but as it blends upward where the light hits it, it actually is a really nice light, just really light pinky colored highlight. So you can kind of double this as a highlighter. This may not work on darker skin tones, maybe medium range just as a highlighter, but it probably would come off a little ashy, but it's just a really beautiful color. And like I said, you can make that, it will look pink if you build it up, but then it'll also work as a highlighter at the same time. So I really love that. They also have the Tiki Baked Bronzer, which is this one, and it says bronzer, but ain't nobody gonna bronze with that. So it looks like this, and this most people use as a highlighter just by itself, you know, which is what I basically used it for. And as you can see, it's like a golden highlighter. That's it on the bottom. The light's kind of washing it out, so sorry about that. It's nice though. I mean, the thing is, when it comes to drugstore products, they're really lacking on highlighters, and decent ones at that, but there's just very few for some reason. So those are two really good options. And then also one that I've had for a long time. This is the Physicians Formula one, and it's a powder palette Mineral Glow Pearls in Translucent Pearl. Mine's a little ratchety, so sorry about that, but it's broken. So it's just like this. When you first get it, it's actually a lot prettier than this. Mine's just been used. And it's basically what it says. It's a translucent powder, and it does give you a really nice sheen on your face. So if you're not trying to spend a ton of money on a high-end, like, highlighting powder or something, those are some really good options. And I think that the Tiki bronzer would probably work pretty good for deeper skin tones too, because it's got more of a golden sheen to it, so it would probably complement people with, I mean, it works on my skin tone too, but I think that's a good option for people who are a little bit darker skinned and have a hard time finding something that doesn't turn real ashy and weird on them. So those are really nice. And then also, I guess I'll go ahead and move on to lips. I actually have quite a few lip products here that I'm really in love with, and these are not specific to the color necessarily, maybe a couple of them, but Revlon actually makes, why do these packages look so much different? I don't know. But the Revlon lipsticks are fantastic. The two that I have right here are Primrose, which is this color, and it's just a beautiful neutral pink everyday, very, very, very wearable color. I love this. It's like a satiny, it says it's cream. It's kind of like a satin finish. It's not matte, but it's also not real glossy. It doesn't have any kind of pearl in it. It's a perfect everyday color. Get a good color payoff with that one. Another cream one is Berry Haute, which is this one. And this is just a really pretty violet purple color. Don't see a whole lot of purple lipsticks in the drugstore, so you guys know me. As soon as I see a purple lipstick, I'm on it. And it actually gives you a really good color payoff. And the thing I think I like the most about the Revlon lipsticks is they don't have any kind of weird smells or taste, because that is a huge turnoff with a lipstick, because if it tastes or smells funny, I can't wear it at all. Sometimes I'll compromise if it's not too bad, but usually I can't handle it. Another thing by Revlon that I really love is the Color Burst lip butters. I've been using these since they came out and I am obsessed with them. I have most of the colors. This one is in Lollipop. This one was a newer one for this spring or summer, I think. And they're just really pigmented, like, they're very creamy, they don't have a smell, don't have a taste, and they have different finishes, like you have like a glossy, satiny finish, or they do have some with shimmer in it. You just have to pick, I guess, whichever one you want. They have a really good shade range in these, actually. I mean, they've got light pinks, dark pinks, like fuchsias. They had a light purple, which I don't think they have anymore, which really bums me out because it was my favorite one. But they have more like brownish colors. They have some that are lighter, more sheer colors, and they're just fantastic. They're very moisturizing, and I really enjoy using them. They're some of my favorite things to put on my mouth. Another lip product that actually is surprisingly awesome are the, I don't think they have a name. They're just the Wet n Wild lipsticks. I don't know. I think they're all matte. I don't know for certain. This particular one is Pretty Persimmon. That's a crazy name. And mine are all dirty and messed up. But it's basically like an orangey red color. And it actually gives you fantastic color payoff. It lasts a really long time. They're very pigmented, and I think they're only like maybe $3, if that. I don't think they're any more than $3 though, depending of course on where you live and everything. I usually get all my stuff from Walmart, but they're really, really affordable. I have a couple other colors. Dollhouse Pink is beautiful. It's a very bright blue colored pink, and they don't have a huge shade range, but if you do like any of the colors in the range they do have, it's actually a really good formula. Again, no smell, no taste, nothing funky like that. So I would recommend those. And these are from Maybelline. I actually have been getting into their lipsticks lately now. These, I will say, they do have a funky taste to them. I can't describe it. It's kind of plasticky. It's just weird. But look at this freaking color. I mean, come on. I would compromise for this, and I do. This is Brazen Berry. This is one of their newer ones they put out this past year from, I don't know if it was like some kind of I think it was a the Vivid collection or something. I don't know. But that's it here. And it's just a beautiful, it kind of comes off more blue toned in the camera than it actually is. It's got a little bit of violet in it, but it's just a crazy awesome, beautiful, vibrant color. It's very creamy. It's not a matte finish. It's kind of, you know, again, a satiny, creamy finish. And then this one, which is one of my new favorite lipsticks in the world, is called On the Mauve. And they have a new, like, I don't know if it's new necessarily, but I saw it in a magazine. It was like a plum collection that they have. They have all different, like, they have like the reds and then the browns and the light colors and the purples. I don't know. They have them all, like, you know, in their little area. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I saw this in a magazine. It was like this grayish purple color, and I saw it and I was like, I have to find this. I don't know what color it is, but I have to find it. And look how cool this color is. It's just, again, it's like a grayish purple color. That was a weird place to swatch that. Kind of hard to see, but it's a very cool color, which I have a really hard time finding in the drugstore because I'm just the kind of person, I don't like really warm colors very often. I mean, sometimes some reds and pinks, but when it comes to purples, I really like a cool purple, and it's hard to find, but that color, it's just, it's so beautiful. Little tiny bit shimmery, not really, but I absolutely love this. I wore this in my last skincare update video, so if you guys are wondering what I was wearing, that was it. And I would highly recommend it. It's fantastic. The last lip thing that I really have been loving from the drugstore, I guess you could call this drugstore. It's affordable, but you have to go to Ulta to get it and maybe some other retailers, I don't know, but it's the NYX lipsticks. Like, freaking all of them. They're fantastic. This one is Power. This is my favorite shade of all of their lipsticks. I have this on today. I also love Castle, but I didn't bring it up with me, but it's like a really pretty shimmery purple color. But again, this is kind of like the Revlon one that I showed you. What's it called? The Primrose from Revlon. This is actually it's actually a pretty good dupe for this one. So if you want to get this but you can't find it, or vice versa, Primrose and Power are very similar. But again, these do not have a smell, they don't have a taste, they're very affordable. I think they're either $3.99 or $4.99, so very cheap, they're very creamy. They're a little slippery, so, you know, just don't pile a ton of it on, but they're very pigmented, they don't have any funky smells or tastes to them, and they have a ridiculously large shade range, so you're pretty, you know, sure to find a color that will work for you, and I'm just really impressed with the quality and the formula of those. I'd never even heard about them, and I just saw them when I was in Ulta one day. I tried it, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I have quite a few shades of shadow sticks. Hard to find in the drugstore, but they are coming out with stuff. You guys have probably seen me use these quite a few times. This one is a Milani Shadow Eyes. This is in Champagne Toast. And it's just basically a shadow crayon, and that's it right here. Whoa, the light is like not working right now for me, but it's a beautiful color. It's nice for when you just really like want to hurry up and get out the door. You can blend it out, let it set. It will set without creasing, without being weird, fading, anything like that, because a lot of times I find when you use shadow sticks, they crease and they're just not a good formula, but the Milani ones are fantastic. I think I like those better than the Rimmel ones, but these are good too. The Rimmel Scandalize, this is in Bulletproof Beige. I have a few of these. This is in Paranoid Purple, and again, good color payoff. I'm not doing a good job of this, am I? They also resist creasing, not quite as long as the Milani ones, I don't think, but they're really good. So either of these are fantastic. For eyeshadow itself, I have a couple little things to show you. This is by Physicians Formula. This is just a little palette. It's one of the classic nude palettes. They have several different types. This one is, I don't know. It's just a shimmer strips shadow thing, but they have different like cool ones, neutral ones, warm ones, I don't know. But I really love this. All of these shades are like a shimmery, they're not really even shimmery, they're mostly like a satin type finish, I don't know. But they actually have a really decent amount of, you know, different colors in here, so if you're really wanting just a nude palette, something you can wear every day or to use, you know, just to kind of complement your makeup that you already have, but you don't want to spend all the money on the Naked palette or something expensive like that. I think this was like $10 or $12, something like that, but you do get a good range of shadows in here. You can also use these darker ones as liners if you want to. Got some good highlight shades in here. Perfect for traveling because you've just got everything that you could possibly need in one palette. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't like shimmery eyeshadows, you're kind of out of luck here because they are all shimmery, but really good find in the drugstore. A lot of product in one thing, and again, good for travel, good if you're someone who's starting out and you just want to have some kind of a neutral palette to work with. I would suggest that. Also, fabulous eyeshadows that everybody should own, everybody, are the Wet n Wild palettes. I have quite a few of these, but I just grabbed these two to show you. This is Walking on Eggshells, and this is my absolute favorite one of all of them. These colors are just like, they're just stupid awesome. It's crazy. I'm not gonna go swatch crazy on you here, but just to give you an idea, like, look at these colors, seriously. You have, you know, your highlight shade here, your brow bone, your crease, and then your lid color, which is kind of a peachy pink color. They're so smooth and buttery, and I mean, if you don't want to use them, you know, in their intended order, you know, you absolutely don't have to, but it kind of just sets it all up for you there, and there's just everything that you would need in one palette, and they're only like $3 or something. They're crazy, and there's so many different colors. Like this one, they're just, and they're so sleek, like, and tiny and slim, so they don't take up too much space. Another eyeshadow palette, again, there's so many of these that are fantastic, but the Maybelline Eye Studio palettes, they're like quads, they have 4 of them. This one is in Legendary Lilac. I just picked this one up recently. The quality, again, of these shadows is ridiculous. They're so creamy, they're so pigmented, and they have like a huge shade range. There's so many different ones. Like this one's purple. You got all your coordinating shades together. You can mix them up however you want to. It gives you tips on the back, I think, or like kind of an idea, but again, you can do whatever you want with these. And there's so many different colors. There's purples, greens, blues, browns, smoky, whatever. There's so many of them. So if you can pick those up, I would definitely suggest it. I don't think you'll regret it. They're fantastic. On to eyeliners. This is by L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Lacquer Liner 24 Hour. And this one's in Blackest Black. They have this one, I think there's a brown one and a blue one. I don't know what other colors they have, but I have the black one and the blue one. And it's just a gel cream eyeliner. I'm sure you guys have seen these before, but this is really good. It actually comes with its own little brush, which I used today. It looks like this. It's just a little eyeliner brush. Really, really like the brush that this comes with. Very good quality. This stuff's actually really nice. It does dry up a little faster than I would prefer, but it's a very deep, inky black color, and when it goes on, it just goes on so smooth. It lasts all day. It just gives you a really deep pigmented color, so these are great. I love them. Another eyeliner that I'm really just obsessed with, and you guys have probably seen me use this a lot if you watch any of my tutorials, is the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. I think this one's only $1, maybe $3, but I think it's only $1. I don't know. This is just in black, and basically you have, what the heck, just this pointed brush, and I don't know, I just really love this eyeliner. I've picked up like 2 or 3 backups of this because I couldn't find it for a while and I was really freaking out. But I don't know, the brush on this for me personally, I just feel like the brush is absolutely perfect. It gives you such an easy wing if you want to. I also use this to kind of fill in the space, you know, near my lash line if I have any little gaps from my gel eyeliner, or if I use like a pencil eyeliner. For my brows, my favorite brow product, like ever, is the Maybelline Define-A-Brow, and I use the color, where is it? Dark Blonde. You just have this little comby thing on one end, which is kind of stupid, but then you have the part that, you know, clicks up here. Battery almost died. Had to plug it in. Anyway, from the way that there's a fuzz on my face. The way the pencil works, from what I understand, it's pretty similar to the MAC brow pencils, just, you know, the way that it's shaped and stuff. I don't know. Colors are a little bit different, but it's a really good brow pencil. I just find that I get amazing results with this, and I go back to this all the time. I always try new things, and I always find myself going back to this, so if you're looking for a good quality brow product, I would suggest this. Almay used to make one, but they discontinued it. I can't find it anywhere, so if you guys have seen it, let me know, because I loved it. But this one's really awesome too, so anyway, this is my last product. This, yes. And this is like I actually had to refilm this whole video because of the Maybelline lipstick and because I found this. And I just had to include it and show you guys because this is definitely one of my new holy grail mascaras, which surprised the heck out of me because I didn't think I was going to like it. This is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. Mine is the extensions one. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but it's just in very black. And it has a curved wand, and it's just like that plastic rubbery whatever this is type thing. I don't know, you guys, but this mascara is freaking fantastic. Again, I really had pretty iffy expectations when it came to this because I'll be honest, I'm not a huge CoverGirl fan. The quality of their stuff over the years has never impressed me, so I kind of just had stayed away from the brand altogether. Until I heard so many people talking about the Clump Crusher, and I was like, well, I'm gonna try it. I just want to know if it really does work. It separates, like, literally, finally, a product that does what it says it's gonna do, and it really does. It separates your lashes so freaking well. There are no clumps, there's no weirdness, no spider lashes, nothing. The formula is actually quite dry for a drugstore mascara. I usually find that they're pretty wet, like the Maybelline ones, very wet. Ugh, don't like them at all. Very dry formula, which is why it's great for layering. What I do with this is I'll use this on my lashes. I'll do 1 or 2 coats of this, and then I'll do another mascara over top of that because this provides that base where it's a little bit dry and it really separates your lashes, so it really gets them primed to put another mascara on top of them. I like using this underneath the Benefit They're Real mascara. It just builds onto it. Oh, looks fantastic. Fantastic. I am so blown away by this. This is one of my favorite ones, even over like a lot of high-end mascaras. This one. So if you can, give it a try. I think you'll really like it, especially if you're somebody like me who is just a mascara junkie, and I will layer and layer and layer until I get what I want, and this really prevents the clumping and the weird spidery lashes from going on, but it will also give you those nice long crazy lashes if you layer it. So anyway, I think that's everything I wanted to show you guys. So I hope that this was helpful to you. Let me know if you think I missed anything or if you have any suggestions for anybody, you know, some affordable or drugstore products that you have really found are amazing. You know, there's so many products in the drugstore right now that are affordable and are like really cool and exciting looking, but sometimes, more often than not, they're duds. And I would rather spend more money on a good product than less money on a crappy product that I'm not going to use, because I'm going to still have to go buy something else to replace it. So I hope that this was helpful to you guys for navigating those drugstore items that may or may not be so good. But again, these are just my suggestions. Everybody's different and things work differently for everybody. But, you know, if you guys like this, give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think down there. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!